Hello, I'm Simon Whistler, you're watching the Today I Found Out YouTube channel, and in the video today we're looking at the fact that sushi is not raw fish, that's sashimi. The variety of sushi served with raw seafood has given rise to the notion that sushi is any dish served with raw fish. In fact, though, sushi is more often than not served in the Western world with fully cooked seafood, including cooked imitation crab, California roll, smoked salmon, Seattle roll, grilled squid or octopus, fully cooked shrimp, and fully cooked clam. It is also often served with fried and battered seafood of varying types. There are also a variety of vegetarian sushi dishes, including the very popular maki, cucumber rolls. Perhaps the reason sushi is so strongly thought of as raw fish in the Western world is that, whatever the toppings, it is commonly served cold. Also, the general idea of raw fish isn't exactly to the liking of most Westerners conceptually, so that form of sushi stood out when it was first introduced, giving rise to the notion that sushi was any dish that included raw fish. The term sushi literally means it's sour and comes from an ancient grammatical form that is no longer used in other contexts. The sour description comes from the ancient way of preparing sushi by fermentation of meat, generally seafood, packed in rice with salt used as a preservative. The vinegar produced from the fermenting rice ends up breaking down the fish meat into amino acids. This, in turn, results in a strong umami flavor, which is one of the 5 basic tastes the human tongue can detect. Once the meat was properly fermented, thus preserved, the rice would then be discarded and only the meat itself would be eaten. Basically, it was just a handy way to preserve meat before iceboxes and refrigerators. Modern forms of sushi are not typically prepared in this way, and the rice is now the main part of the meal. Around the Muromachi period, 1336 to 1573 AD, they began adding vinegar, which aided in preserving the food and improving the flavor. Eventually, this led to the fermentation process being shortened and ultimately abandoned in favor of just eating it right away with the rice. A few centuries later, osaka and sushi combined to form oshizushi. In this type of sushi, various types of seafood and rice are pressed using molds. This eventually led to the version of sushi created by Hanaya Yohei in the 19th century, which most of the world thinks of as sushi today. In this form, the sushi can be prepared extremely quickly and eaten with one hand, making it one of the earliest forms of fast food. So I really hope you found that video interesting. If you did, please do give us a like below and let us know what you think of the video in the comments. Also, over there on the right are a couple of other videos you'll probably enjoy if you enjoyed this one, and thanks for watching.